Hi, everyone. My name is Virginia Dwan, also known as Mandarin Mama. I host a podcast called the Noona Army Podcast, where we discuss particular aspects of being a middle-aged BTS fan. And I am a freelance writer, entertainment editor for Mochi Magazine, and the founder of BrAzn AZN, which is an intimate retreat for Asian, Pacific Islander, Desi, American creatives and influencers. You'll find out more info in the description. We have our special, everyone's favorite Oppa, Jeff Harry, today. Jeff, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Jeff Harry. I run an organization called Rediscover Your Play, where we help people tap back into their inner child because you already have all your answers. You just need to play more. And today I'm watching something new that is not BTS.
So there's been lots of requests for
and been nervous. I'm just going to say it right now.
For Jeff to react to Jessi. Jessi is a Korean American woman. She's in her 30s. I think she's like 31, 32.
That's dope.
She, I think, grew up in Jersey and then went back to Korea. I forget particularly why, either for a contest or something, but she is a rapper and she can sing. So I think she started off on singing contests or something. And she's a rapper, a singer. She can dance. She's had plastic surgery, which she's gotten made fun of a lot for her looks and her plastic surgery and stuff. And she's pretty savage back. She's like, yo, it's my money. I paid for it. I obviously wanted to look this way. So, you know, I like it. And then when people comment on her, she's like, well, you've been paid for it. You know, like, don't be mad because you can't pay for it. So she's very, I love her because she's so blunt and honest.
Nice.
And
I like it.
And she's fine. And so, you know, Psy, he started his own label.
Yeah.
And she, I think she left her previous label. I forget who it was. And now she's with Psy's label. So this is the first song his whole label released. And it was last year. And it's called Who Dat B. It's so good. So make sure you have it on HD because she should be seen in HD.
And
쥐어짜지 않아도 할 사람들은 알아. They already know. Yeah. 가슴 마치 사실 마치 처음 보인 양 다들 떠들어. 불편한 사람들 맞출 생각 없어. 그냥 될게 버릇없는 년. TV 예능 광고 화보 앨범 공연 행사 투어 난 바쁜 뭐. 후레비 난 날아다닌 벤처. 후레비 They love to hate me cause I keep it real, yo. 너넨 뭐로 하네 이미 진 거. Calling Jessi 섭외 모두. 아무 잘 나가도 나는 loyal. 난 여기저기 다녀 하늘에서 1등석 타고서 자유여. 세상 어디를 가든 동행 여자로서 나는 절대 안 꿀려. Stacking mileage while I'm standing. 하지 말라고 할수록 나는 더 하고 싶어져 even more. 네 남친 여친 정신 털지 성질 급한 언니 I'ma take it all. 후레비 난 날아다닌 벤처. 후레비 They love to hate me cause I keep it real, yo. 너넨 뭐로 하네 이미 진 거. Calling Jessi 섭외 모두. 아무 잘 나가도 나는 loyal. Oh yeah. Who that big? Who that big? You that big? Ass looking real good. Who that big? Who that big? Who that big? Fuck 'em what they say about you. 시간이 없어 밤이 깊어. Oh yeah. Ice day 어서 움직여. 왜 얼어너 돌아가 damn going in. 누가 될지 두고 뭐 말지 부려봐 채로. You better man up 경쟁 cash 타주면 돼 괜찮겠어 너 이런 때 The best of the best gang gang Oh yeah 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 Who that be? Who that be? Who that be? 난 날아다닌 벤처 Who that be? Who that be? Who that be? They love to hate me cause I keep it real yo 너넨 보러 안에 이미 진 거 Calling Jessi 섭외 모두 아무 잘 나가도 나는 loyal Oh yeah
Oh man. I like the beat. Oh, she's interesting, man. I like the beat though. I was so weird. The whole time I was thinking, I was thinking, I don't know many female Asian rappers. I know one.
Aquafina, right?
I only know Aquafina, who hasn't rapped in like years.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I don't know, man. That was interesting. That's a dope beat. I don't know how I feel about her. Yeah.
It took me a while to like her.
It's interesting because I'm like if I hadn't seen who she looked like and she was just giving the Who Dat Be lyric, I would have thought she was like Cardi B or something like that. I would have not even thought she was like this Asian woman. So yeah, I think I'm just wrapping my head around like that was something I have not seen. I have not seen a female Asian rapper besides Aquafina, who hasn't rapped in a decade.
Yeah.
Like bringing it fiercely.
But almost every K-pop girl group has rappers. They have a rap line, just like like they're really good.
Yeah, I mean, she's like like the standard lyrics of like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah. Like if you're like, she actually translated the lyrics herself, so that's why the translations are actually very good. But because she's Korean American, right? So, but
right.
Like it's just, I think there's just so much better representation, I think, in Korea with like women rapping.
Oh yeah.
Because they expect to have, every girl group almost has rappers.
It's also hard to like rap hard and look sexy at the same time. And she's able to do that. I mean, I myself am not attracted to her, but she's interesting. I mean, yeah. Like I would love to like have a conversation with this person.
Yeah. No, okay. So these like two YouTube reactors, like the FO squad, they love Jessi. And then one of their friends is like in love and in lust with Jessi. Like every time and she watches reaction videos. So she actually like a year later hung out with them like twice when she came to America. And I haven't watched them because then I would just die of jealousy.
You're like, I want to make this person high.
I could never swallow the intense like bitterness and jealousy when I see people meet. They're like, I'm happy for them, obviously, but I'm like, no.
You're like, yes, no, yes.
I know. So
it's a yes because you're like, ooh, there's a possibility I might meet this person, but also you're like, how come they got to meet them first?
Well, I mean, I understand why they got to meet them first. They did the work and everything, and
true.
And I'm happy for them in that sense. But like,
when you see them with Jessi, do you ask who that be? Is that what you do?
Yes. And that be her. Well, she said it. The song could be taken in several ways. Like, who is that? Like, who that be, or who's that bitch, right? Like, but I just
really.
Yeah, I just like. Well, I think I take it as who's that bitch. I think she wrote it originally as who is.
Yeah, that the way I interpret it is just like everyone is saying that to her, and she's like, I don't care what you think, Like everyone's giving her that side eye look, like, ugh. And she's just like, and saying that like in that gossipy, like, superficial way. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about you. Like,
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah. And she's I think what it took me a long time to get into I mean, at first I thought she looked really fake, or at first I thought she looked like she doesn't look like what I think an Asian woman should look like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she got the big lips and then the big boobs, and the big butt. But
did she get that done?
I don't know if she got her lips done. She definitely got her boobs done.
Okay.
But it took a lot. Again, it's sort of like, why do we think, just like we think Asian men should look a certain way, why do we think Asian women should look a certain way? Asian women have a whole range of body types.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. We just come in huge variety of body types. People think we're all these like stick thin, tiny little girls that are like in girl groups, but no, that's not true. People I know in real life, that's not what they look like, right?
Right.
And I think the more I found out about her, the more I saw her on variety shows, the more I realized like she's just a breath of fresh air. She's just like, no, this is what I am. This is who I am. You don't have to like it. You can just pass on by. I think I'm fine. I think I'm hot. I think I'm amazing. I think I'm great.
Well, that's why I kind of feel like she has that Cardi B, or Lizzo, I don't give a F, mentality, right? Where like, I'm going to show up however I'm going to show up, and I'm going to challenge the status quo of what you consider beauty. Because actually, I mean, that's interesting you say that, because I would have just thought of her as just like, oh, she's an American rapper. Also, American female rapper. But you telling me that she's doing that in Korea where nobody's looking like that, then it's like, oh, okay, that's a bigger risk. That's a big risk.
Yeah, and then also, it the next video, we'll just smash them together because it's also Jessi, but it features this guy named Jay Park, and he is also Korean American. That's the way Asians have to make it big, right? You have to go to Korea. You have to go back to your, I remember in college, several of the guys, so there were some, I forget what the group was called, but they had to go back to Taiwan. They were American born. They went back to Taiwan, became big hit, and then they came back to the US to go to college. Like that, you have to go to an Asian country, make it big, and then come back. Right? Like
the perfect example of
so it's also, and again, so the topics are your typical hip hop stuff, right? Like, it's a lot of swag, and I think, so I know that lyrics probably will not resonate with you as much because I know you like the deeper lyrics and you're not into as much of the just sex and money and stuff. But I think it has its place, especially when it's women, when it's Asians, when you very rarely see us do that. So I think it's kind of cool.
And we're watching Drip
featuring Jay Park. So Jay Park is, I think, in Washington. He lives in Washington, and he used to be part of a K-pop boy band called 2 PM. And then he had said something that was misinterpreted by Korean netizens, and so he got kicked out of 2 PM, or is it 2 AM? I forget which one. And then he's known for abs and tats and but he also is problematic because he says really stupid things. So
he's problematic because what?
He says really dumb things or
okay.
Yeah.
He's people Jake Paul of Korean pop.
I wouldn't say that, but I think he legitimately has had to fight a lot of things, right? I think he's actually very talented. He's a good rapper. I don't actually particularly find his lyrics or songs that interesting, but I haven't heard a ton of his stuff. So he doesn't immediately grab me. But he's very famous. He's very well known. He's a good rapper. People respect him in the industry. So, and he's Korean American. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm ready.
Fuck it with no bitch. Don't act like you know me. You're funny with money, honey. Don't act like a poor bitch. I'm sick of all these fakes. I'm sick of all these phonies. Everybody Drill from your mouth, let me undo your blouse. Take it straight to the clouds. Every day you be flossing. Her up be watching. Getting bands with mans. I do this often. I be in office. Making major moves to cater to my boss type mood. All I lose is swag. All I do is get the bag. My legacy's forever, never just a fed. Talk jewels, cars, clothes, girls, or some things you just can't buy with cash. Gangsters to bankers, the anxious, no patience. They want what I have. Can you blame them? If they join me, man, I'll probably change them. Rolling with me, shit a life changing. Rolling with me, shit a life changing. How many millionaires I need? I own about 4 or 5 companies. I'm be a billionaire proudly. Holla if you wanna join the Odyssey. I'm the fucking sheriff of this wild, wild west. Hella connected, do a Wi-Fi check. Take a shot of soju when it's bye-bye stress. Pushing up my drippy like a swimsuit, yes.
I've been sipping on that booze. Got the feeling loose. They all wanna taste my juice. You ain't fucking with my drip, yeah. Diamonds blue like a grip, yeah. I'll be steady on my grind all day. Getting money every kind of way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so icy at the tippy top. I like someone called a plumber, too much trippy drop. I see your pockets hurting, need a band-aid. Get the cash for your crash, that's a mandate. Drip, 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 drip.
Ooh. The beats, man. The beats are solid, man. I'm feeling the beats. Especially the last part. Name's J Park.
Yeah, J Park. I don't know his music well enough to say whether I like it or not.
Right.
In general. So the few songs I've heard, I don't mind them, but what I appreciate about them is that they're just regular. You know what I mean? Not regular in terms of talent or whatever.
They're rapping like as one.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not rare that. Meanwhile, what I'm thinking the whole time again is as I watch J Park rapping, I'm like, who's the other Asian rappers I know? And I'm like, Jin from 15 years ago. Dumbfoundead. Well, that's about it. There's some other people, I don't really know their names, but I only know Jin and Dumbfoundead.
Yeah.
So when he was rapping, I was like, he kind of sounds like Jin. Which is like whack because it's just like, you know, it's like, well, that Asian guy looks like that Asian guy. You know, like it's that. I have so few Asian rapping references that I can only point to, and he reminds me of one of them. His flow, not how he actually looks.
Right. So yeah, so that's why I really appreciate them because, sorry, my Wi-Fi thing because it's so, like, even though they're not always my thing, I feel like it's good to have them, you know. And I really like Jessi, and
also,
I blast
what's interesting is like, oh, go ahead.
No, I mean I blast those 2 songs all the time, like on repeat because like.
Yeah, I mean I would be dancing to those songs in a club or something like that. Those are good songs. What's interesting about Jessi is like, I'm not attracted to her, but she's super like interesting to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of weird, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. It's weird because yeah, I don't know why I'm not like physically attracted to her. I feel like I should be. Does that sound weird?
No, I mean you're attracted to who you're attracted to. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like a lot of people find J Park really, really attractive, but I don't find them attractive.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think that there's anything.
No, I'm just fascinated because I thought a part of me would be like, oh yeah, I should be into her. Well, I'm not. maybe he'll grow on me. Who knows, man?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
I
actually.
like BTS's lyrics better.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with their lyrics. It's just that there's just a lot of songs like that already in that sense, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not a bad thing. It's just not the same, right?
Yeah, that's why the thing that I'm into, which I usually am into, is like, oh, I'm into the beat. The beat's done. Like, you've done well. And your flow, and both your flows are super smooth. So I respect you and all that. Yeah. And yes, congratulations, Jay Park. You might be a billionaire. Amazing.
No, he's not, but well, maybe he is. I don't know. But like, I feel like it's a valid expression, a valid thing about what they want to talk about. That's what they want to talk about. Especially since if you have to think about it, both of them have gotten a lot of hate in Korea. Both of them grew up Asian American, where you don't see Asian Americans doing this.
Right.
So I find it fascinating.
Right.
I'm like, why can't we talk about our drip, which I had to learn from this song.
Right. Wait, do you know who Dumbfoundead is?
I do, but I've never listened to their song.
Oh.
I've never listened to Dumbfoundead. I've never listened to Jin. I know who they are, but they just never interested me.
Oh, wait, can we watch a Dumbfoundead song before?
Yeah. Okay. This is fun. Cultural exchange at 7 a.m.
Yeah. This is the superficial one of Dumbfoundead.
Okay.
And my understanding, because I don't know him that well, but he started off as a battle rapper.
Oh, he must be quick on his feet.
So he is one of the few he was actually the only battle rapper that was Asian out of LA. So he's Korea, so he reps Koreatown hard for LA. And there's even a mural of him in Koreatown.
Oh, really? I didn't know he was. Oh, I didn't know he was Korean.
There's a whole documentary on him, Aquafina, and a bunch of Asian rappers that are trying to break through in America and are just not. So you might want to check that out. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is the superficial one, but I like the beat. So
okay.
I need to drop you, cause on the real you're to high school. Yelling on my voicemail, why you gotta be so hostile? I'm looking for a love life, you addicted to them club lights. Where you always in my face though, man it's almost like you love fights. By the way I hate your guy friends, did you have to invite them? Actually your girls too. Chicken heads never liked them. Why the hell you always broke, boo? But always got a pair of dope shoes. Oh, you need to borrow money, right? Girl, you're turning into old news. I need a new chick. 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 Why we never have sex, yo? Can I get some head, though? You know a man has needs. Bullshitting about strep throat. Got me feeling mad stressed. Always bringing up the past tense. Now I understand your last and why you bounce like a bad check. Feeling frustrated, looking for an upgrade. Current situation got me boiling in my blood veins. Out to find a chick, down to earth cool chick. Have a future with the started tribe like Q-Tip. I could be your Fife Dog love. My last chick didn't even know who Fife Dog was. I was like, oh what? How we gon' get along when you don't know any songs on Midnight Marauder? But your iPod's looking so straight, going down your playlist. Think I found my soulmate. It's been only 4 days and you're so much cooler. Why the hell did I wait? Should've broke up sooner. Damn, I never knew a love like this. My last girl never showed me love like this. She ain't never go to my shows or bump my shit. But you love my shit. I need a new chick. 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 On and on this shit go. The homies
never belong. I'll be goddamn, she got the best dome. Best dome. Back and forth in my ear. Always on the verge of bursting in tears. Even got the nerve to flirt with my peers. She got the best dome. Best dome.
That is Dumbfoundead.
I like it. He's funny.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
No, I like him. I like him. I have to look him up more. He well, I mean, I know you said this is like a kind of like a shallow song, but it's so funny. It's like so clever.
It's still funny, right? Even though it's a shallow song, like the message is interesting because he's like, okay, I'm tired of just dating, you know, people that are just using me.
Right? And then, but also, boy, if you want head, you gotta give it. You can't, like, you can't.
Right.
You can't just demand things and not return.
Exactly. So it's like, but he's like aware enough, even though he's like young and an idiot, like to be like, okay, I know I need something more than this.
Yeah.
Wait, can I show you one more?
Yes, of course, of course.
Okay, this one is I think I like because I think it's basically the story of his life.
Really? Oh, okay, okay.
All right, Dumbfoundead. Here we go.
Oh, this beat's good.
Mama had a dream, but she gave it up for me. And my sister raising kids, man, that ain't a cup of tea. Now she ain't have no cheese, but took us to Chuck E. Cheese. Somewhat of a G, living life so sucker free. Told her what I wanna be, she was cooler than the breeze. Supportive as a beam, cause I knew she had believed. If it were up to me, she'd be treated like the queen. A life of luxury, filled with shiny pretty things. Now, I was only 3 when she brought me to the States. My sister only one, crossing borders wasn't safe. What she did was very brave, I think about it every day. From Argentina to Mexico and finally LA. Yeah, she made it really far, someone give her an applause. Got herself a job, an apartment and a car. But the struggle isn't over, so I keep doing my part. Straight spitting out them bars that'll get us to the stars. Tell me, mama, are we there yet? Tell me, mama, are we there yet? Yeah, tell me, mama, are we there yet? Mama, are we there yet? Tell me, mama, are we there yet? Mama, are we there yet? Tell me, mama, are we there yet? Mama, are we there yet? Shorty was a 10, she was chillin' with her friends. I was tryna be smooth, but I couldn't pretend. So I walked up with a brew, table napkin and a pen. Told her we should do something, call me when you can, man. After 2 dates, I got her back in my place. She made the bed shake and my heartbeat race. Yeah, we were moving fast, but either one of us cared. Seducing me with that ass where it really wasn't fair. Is this just good sex or is it something that's rare? Feelings do intersect when you choke and pull hair. Are we two single people or have we become a pair? And to tell you the truth, girl, I ain't ready for that dare. But I saw it in her eyes, she was falling in deep. I barely know you and you barely know me. These are common road rules, we should take it slowly. So before you use words like love, just let me speak. Tell me, baby, are we there yet? Baby, are we there yet? Tell me, baby, are we there yet? Baby, are we there yet? Yeah, tell me, baby, are we there yet? Baby, are we there yet? Tell me, baby, are we there yet? Baby, are we there yet? At the age of 15, I was rocking open mics, killing the LA scene like a scene in Poltergeist. A young freestyle king, street battling left and right. I was quite mean, yeah, but the kid was nice. I made it my career at the age of 17. Now almost every year I traveled the 7 seas, respected by my peers and all of the OGs. Got fans around the world, they be cheering for me. When I wake up every morning, man, I wonder if it's real. Look at what I worked for, everything I built. When I really think about it, it be giving me the chills. Cause I'm eating off my music and I'm paying all my bills. I think I made it, y'all, I don't need a fucking deal. What the hell am I saying, man, I gotta check myself, that's for real. Cause when things are going well, I get gassed up. That's when I look into the mirror and I ask, tell me, brother, are you there yet? Brother, are you there yet? Young brother, are you there yet? Brother, are you there yet? we ain't there yet.
It's so good.
I know.
I like the song way better.
like his Tupac song, like
yeah, his Dear Mama.
you know,
hmm
like that was his sister in that video too, the one that had like these tats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got discovered at 22 years old, battle rapping a bunch of like white and black rappers, and he was only like found out because he was using humor during his raps, during his battle rap. Everyone else was like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna crush you, you know, you whack, all that stuff. He would just use like these really hilarious lyrics. And people were like, who is this funny dude from Koreatown, LA that's just lacing into people and getting people to laugh, like in New York and in Canada, like where he would go to these rap battles where no one should like him, and he would be able to win over the crowd because everyone's like supporting the hometown rapper. But
that's talent. That's charisma right there. Wow. No, I like him. I'm gonna have to look up his stuff. I guess I'll start reacting to Dumbfoundead.
well, I don't have enough stuff to react to.
No, I like music. In case you can't tell, I like music. Especially, I like lyrics. I like clever people, or I like interesting people. I don't know how you explain why I like Justin Bieber, but I don't actually like Justin Bieber, but I like his music, and his music is really basic. So I mean, that tells you a lot about my taste. But yeah. All right, this is a really long reaction video, but I think it's worth it. So everyone, please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.